So every morning I get up and the first thing I do is I don't go to the bathroom, I don't get a man boner. Rather, I sit onto my computer, open up my internet browser, check my email, my Tumblr, and all my social networking sites to see what people have sent me. I do a lot of social commentary here on my channel. I talk a lot about a lot of serious topics. I talk about religion, I talk about gay marriage, I talk about sexual assault, I talk about harassment, I talk about abortion, I talk about civil rights. I've talked about racism, I've talked about discrimination. I've talked about so many things. In fact, so much I've talked about here on my channel out of almost 700 videos that I have forgotten for the most part what I've actually talked about. I can't even keep track of how many videos that I've made on certain topics. That being said, though, it has recently come to my attention that a lot of my subscribers likes to think that I should only make videos pertaining to social commentary. Now, what I mean by that is that I should only make videos pertaining to, for example, news stories. If you've been a subscriber of mine for any amount of time, you know that I talk about a lot of serious stuff, a lot of serious content, and I make a lot of serious videos about stories. Like, last week I did about the police raid in LA where they shot two people, a pregnant woman and a homeless man. They barged in and they raided the wrong house and then shot the person. The guy lost his leg, and now he got like $4.1 million from the police department busting into his house without a warrant, stuff like that. You know, I do a lot of social commentary on news stories like that. And the thing that I don't like that's happening is a lot of people are telling me that I should only make videos about news. Like, that's what I'm good at, is or commentating on news stories. And I'm going to flat out tell you that you're wrong. I'm not going to stay to one specific topic all year on my channel. I can't do that. My channel is very diverse. I like to bring in variety. And if you've been watching me for the past week or so, you would know that I've made two lighthearted videos. They're different types of videos that I've really never published on my channel, and I enjoyed making them, and they were a lot of fun to film and make. That being said, it's emotionally draining to wake up, and the first thing you read on a news headline is a woman in Dubai, I think it was Dubai, was brutally raped, and when she went to report the rape to the authorities arrested her because she reported the rape, but because she was married and from another country, because she was married, therefore the people who raped her, she committed adultery. So because those Islamic men or whoever raped her in the country that it's on the news. People sent me that story like 30 times. Like, I got on my Tumblr, my Twitter, people were saying, you should talk about this, you should talk about this. And I was like, I don't want to talk about this because it's depressing to constantly make videos about, you know, innocent people being shot or wishing the death of autistic children or people who are being killed or put in jail for reporting that they were raped by someone, and because that country is very Islamic, she gets thrown in jail because she committed adultery because she was married, and then it doesn't even make sense, but it's depressing material, and I don't think it's healthy for anyone to constantly be reading and constantly talking about that said subject, whether it be rape or whether it be the oppression of gay people or autistic children being killed. I can't do it. I really can't, and I wouldn't expect anyone here on YouTube to be able to make videos on those topics all the time. And for my audience to demand or say that I should only make videos on that, you're not being realistic and you're fooling yourself, because you don't know how emotionally draining it is for me to do that and how reading that type of stuff can actually make people depressed. It makes me see how doomed our society really is, how bad the world really is. And while I do talk about those things quite often on my channel, I just can't do it every day. And I'm not going to do it every day. No one should be subjected to having to talk about such heavy topics all of the time, and it's just not going to happen with me. That's why I change my content up so frequently. I try to do occasionally vlogs, or sometimes I do video games, or sometimes I do religious rants or video responses that are not actually depressing, but rather refuting someone who has, you know, a wrong ideology or something. It's because I cannot, if I focus my channel on one specific thing and that one thing only, I'm going to get bored of YouTube really fast, because in my own personal life, I have to have variety. I have to change things up a bit. If I don't change things up a bit, I'll get bored with YouTube and I'll stop making videos altogether. So with that said, just keep that in mind, and also, please don't feel entitled and demand that I only make certain videos, because you're not running my channel. You're not a viceroy of my channel. I post the videos that I want to post and upload, and if you don't like it, don't watch it. It's really that simple. But please don't tell me that I should only make one type of video, because if I did that, I wouldn't make any videos on YouTube. So, just keep that in mind. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Mr. Epsion, also known as Daniel Solzbach. Peace the rep out.